Hey guys, how's it going? It's X666X Iron Maiden, and today we're checking out for the first time on the channel the band Manilla Road with their song Whitechapel. Alright, so I've never heard of Manilla Road, never even heard their name before. This is from their album Out of the Abyss, came out in 1988. So for such an old school band, I'm surprised I've never heard of them. When I first saw it, I thought it was Whitechapel with a song called Manilla Road, which I don't really know the band Whitechapel that well either. I know some of their songs. They're not really my thing. A little bit more on the extreme end that I don't usually listen to too much, and I've given them a shot a few times. So I thought maybe it might have been a song by them, and then I just finally got to the video and read it, and now I know for sure it's actually Manilla Road. So let's go figure out what they sound like. Thrash. Cool album artwork.
Tonight's the night. I long to strike. The time is right. Rebound. Outside the law. I told them on. My blade is drawn. Rebound. It's the blood before my eyes. Bringing newborn life to this tortured mind. I thrive and feed on fear. Come closer now, my dear. Your Uncle Jack is here. The hunt is on. I'll rip them all. So carry on. Rip out. Whitechapel's lights gleam off my knife. It's time to die. Rip out.
So far, not bad. That change right there is actually really cool. Nice transition. Still not sure on his vocals though.
Nightmare of slaughter, come to the daughters who sell their wares. Sadistic
Like, they're good. I'm just not sure if I like them, like the vocals a lot.
Inside the temple, unholy temple, the blood will flow. Street stained in crimson, with blood of women whose souls I stole. No place to hide that I won't find. I rule the night. Ripper, I know remorse. Ripping your corpse, you filthy whore. Ripper, oh, can't you see that I'm obsessed? It's like I've been possessed. I lay your soul to rest this night with my knife. Oh, I've turned these streets to hell. The demons come to dwell. Tolling their spell in Whitechapel. Whitechapel, blade man of the beast.
It's not bad so far.
My friends just call me Jack.
His vocals remind me of, a few other bands of the same style as well. I think they're growing on me though. Wish I could have heard that solo a little bit more, though. I know it's 1988, but could have turned up the volume in the mix a little bit on the guitar. Nice chill part. Thrash metal bands always used to do that. Not all of them, but a lot of them. The bass is bringing in like that evil tone on top of almost... It's almost a grungy guitar sound going on there. Truthfully, I love a few grunge bands I know that have that same tone and style, which this band probably would have hated to hear. Okay, I was gonna say there's still a while in there. Isn't that just Windows Movie Maker? That was one of the options to do a newspaper. This is on the Manilla Road official page. Alright. This was okay. I'm going to start off right away with criticism, unfortunately. It was okay. There's a lot of little things that I thought ruined it a little bit for me. I felt like that last minute was unnecessary. They should have just ended it right when that slow bit. That last bit just made it too long, in my opinion. It was just extra for nothing, is what it felt like. I know some people really enjoy extra fast parts being thrown in at the end and stuff. I know that it happened a lot with thrash metal bands, like a style for a while. I always thought it was a little bit extra and didn't need to be there. It's just... It could have ended that minute before. It could have been a 6-minute track and it would have been fine. Not the band's fault. The mixing part of this, though. I thought the guitars, for a lot of the parts, were a little low. You could hear the drums more of the time and the vocals than the guitars. And like I said, that little nice chill guitar solo that was kind of going on there, I could barely hear some of it. And I thought it wasn't prominent enough, which kind of got to me too. Same time, I don't know, I just thought it was kind of average in general for a track. I mean, I liked some of the stuff I was hearing, but as a whole, if I'm judging it as a whole, and just in my opinion, I'm not, obviously for other people, I always say this whenever I have to criticize something. For some of you, it's going to be, a great song, great band, you really love it. That's fine, because everyone's ears are different, But for mine, it was just an average track. It's not something that I would think to put on again. It has a very, very 80s sound to it, but low quality. Like, you can tell the band, or at least it seems like the band, wasn't huge at the time, so they couldn't really afford, like an expensive person to mix their albums, what it sounds like, that really knew what they were doing. Because there's a lot of mixing issues here for me. It just didn't sound properly mixed, which is fine because it's it's late 80s thrash metal bands. There was a shitload of smaller time thrash metal bands at the time, and you couldn't always afford to have someone who's really, really good to mix it. Nowadays you can do it at home yourself. It's so much easier. It's cheaper. You can do it all yourself nowadays. It's not the same back then. You actually had to have someone do it in a studio for you, and it was expensive. So I understand, but it just makes it not as interesting to me for those factors, unfortunately. Some of the cool parts, there was a lot of cool I found the transitions to different riffs and stuff were always cool, because it always ended up being a decent riff. But I think one of the biggest things is vocally, like, just the lyrics just didn't appeal to me. It was just a lot of his style is familiar, like other bands do it, but it just doesn't really stick with me. It's not really my thing, so I think that's a lot of the reasons why it just wasn't for me in the end for the track, all those reasons I mentioned. But I could definitely see how this would appeal to a lot of other people, though. It's very similar to a lot of other stuff that was going on at the time, and a lot of people liked it, and that's good. I hope there is a bunch of people that like it and the band has success, but it won't be from me, unfortunately. I won't be buying any music from them or anything like that, unfortunately. It's just not appealing to my ear as much as all. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and see more from me. I'm also on Patreon if you'd like to support the channel, and as always, you guys have a good one. I'll catch you later.